Hello students, hope you all are doing well at your home. Today I will teach you the chapter number 2 of your maths, that is fraction. Firstly, we have to know that what is fraction. Fraction, a number which can be expressed in the form of a by b, like in the form of numerator or denominator. The upper part is numerator and the lower is denominator, and for the denominator it will never be equal to 0. Next is types of fractions. What are the types of fraction? First one is proper fraction. The fraction which is called proper, for which numerator is always less than the denominator. For example, here is a fraction 5 by 7. Here 5 is less than the 7. Similarly, 10 is less than 17. Next one is improper fraction. For that, the denominator is always less than the numerator. That is, numerator will be greater. That is, 7 is greater than 5. Similarly, 15 is greater than 11. Next is mixed fraction. A fraction that can be consist of whole number and a proper fraction. Like this is 2 into 3 by 5. Here 2 is a whole number and 3 by 5 is a proper fraction. Okay. So, how we can solve it? Like here 2 into 3 by 5. We have to multiply 2 by 5. And then we have to add 3, like 2 into 5 is 10 and 10 plus 3 is 13, and denominator will be same, that is equal to 5. Next is decimal fraction. A fraction whose denominator is equal to 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, like in zeros, that is known as decimal fraction. Okay. Next is vulgar fraction. A fraction whose denominator is a whole number other than 10, 100 and 1000. The fraction who is having a denominator 10, 100, 1000, that is known as decimal fraction, and the fraction whose denominator is other than 10, 100 and 1000, that is known as vulgar fraction. Next is equivalent fraction. The value of fraction क्या कह रहा है कि फ्रैक्शन की वैल्यू कभी भी चेंज नहीं होती. हम लोग उसके न्यूमिनेटर और डिनोमिनेटर को अगर सेम नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई करें या फिर डिवाइड करें, ठीक है, तो उस फ्रैक्शन को हम लोग क्या कहते हैं? इक्विवेलेंट फ्रैक्शन. बेटा एक एग्जांपल लेते हैं हम लोग. लाइक हियर इज 3 by 5. ओके, हियर आई कैन मल्टीप्लाई इट विथ 2, both numerator and denominator. What I will get? 3 2s are 6 and 5 2s are 10. Okay, next 3 by 5 multiply by 4 by 4. Here you will get 4 3s are 12 and 5 4s are 20. Here 6 by 10 and 12 by 20 is the equivalent fraction of 3 by 5. Okay, so the next is simple fraction. Simple fraction क्या होती है? Fraction having both numerator and denominator as a whole number. जिसका न्यूमिनेटर और डिनोमिनेटर दोनों क्या होंगे? होल नंबर. दैट इज नोन एज सिंपल फ्रैक्शन. एंड नेक्स्ट इज कॉम्प्लेक्स फ्रैक्शन, जो कि उसकी क्या हो जाएगी? रेसिप्रोकल. दैट मीन्स उसका न्यूमिनेटर या फिर डिनोमिनेटर सिंपल होल नंबर ना होकर क्या होगा? या तो कोई फ्रैक्शन होगा या फिर कोई मिक्स्ड टर्म होगा. दैट इज नोन एज कॉम्प्लेक्स फ्रैक्शन. सो दीज वर द इंट्रोडक्शन अबाउट द फ्रैक्शन एंड टाइप्स ऑफ फ्रैक्शन.